Hey, Rod, your snaps were down Sunday in the Jets game. We're kind of not used to seeing that. They played kind of he played all three of you guys.
Yeah.
What was your reaction to that? And was that injury related or just kind of a strategic thing? Or
Nah. Well, we've been rotating for like majority of the season now, and just that's what the coaches have decided, and I think that's what's best for the team. So it's been good. Obviously, it's an adjustment for me rotating, but just being able to get all three of us out there, throughout the game consistently. And think we're all playing at a high level, so just want to be able to get us all on the field and figure out more ways that we could do that. But for now, it's rotation and other packages that we have.
after you used to playing 100% of the snaps.
Yeah.
When you're healthy, since you got here, how much of an adjustment is it to be healthy and be on the sidelines watching?
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, I think any competitor wants to be out there every single snap. Whether you're a starter or you're not, you think you're deserving to be out there every snap, and you want to be a part of every single play. It's just what the team has asked of me this year and asked of the defense, and so it's working out. We're continuing to get better. We're going to continue to make plays, and we're just going to need all of us to just play our best at all times when we're in there.
I guess the positive part of that rotation is how well Marcus has played, and to put himself in that position. What have you seen from him as a young player growing since he got here?
Yeah, man. He hasn't blinked since he first arrived here in Philly. Coming here short notice, his rookie year, quickly was asked to be in the lineup. On certain downs, I think third down in particular, and we built a lot of trust for him. And I think he's only gotten better each year with his opportunities when they presented themselves and making plays for us. So I'm excited for him and know he's going to continue to grow and continue to make more plays for us as we go down the stretch.
Rodney is a team captain, someone who's always in the building. You got a favorite Devontae Smith story?
Nah, I don't really have a favorite Devontae Smith, but he surprised me a lot, man, and how quiet he is, but when you get him in small circles, the kid can talk, and you gotta love that about him. I love admire his suit game. He's pretty consistent with that, and he's a good player for us. He's going to be around here for a long time, making a lot of plays.
Rodney, on Slay, we see this sort of funny personality. Doesn't take stuff seriously, but obviously he wouldn't be as good as he is if he didn't take the game seriously. What do we not see behind the scenes about the way he approaches his job?
You really see from Slay is his ability to not only worry about himself but worry about others and help others to get them better. A guy like Zach, he's really taken him under his wing and just poured into him, everything that he knows about the game. And he shares a lot of information. He doesn't hold back, and that's one thing I like about him, and just his work ethic. He shows up every single day ready to compete, ready to get better, whether it's during practice or it's after practice, working on his craft. And that's what has allowed him to be one of the best for a long time. And playing at a high level this year is just because of those little things. We talk about it all the time: technique, fundamentals, and he's a master of that.
Is he like a big tape guy too, or is that just sort of more natural to him?
Yeah, he definitely does his own study, and along with what Denard gives to us, and he soaks it all in and capitalizes on Sundays.
You Washington has a lot of players now, obviously. Do you pay attention to that, or how much do you pay attention to that? Is it more important that you play your game and let it's natural?
Yeah, I think we just have to play our game. We just have to focus on us, understanding that this is a rivalry game. It's a division opponent. There's a lot at stake, a lot of playoff implications, and everybody keeps their season alive as they continue to win. So regardless of who they have, I know they understand the mission and the message at hand over there, and all we can do is focus on what we need to do, and that's showing up on Sunday at the link and playing our best ball.
Rod, one more on the reps. Do you feel like there's a positive? You're coming off an injury. You're not one of the younger guys here. Do you feel like there's a positive as far as keeping you fresh late in the season? Maybe not playing 100% of the snaps.
Yeah, I think there's always pros, and that's one of them, right? Me coming off ACL injury and having to bounce back, and some of those reps do matter. having maybe 5 to 10 reps off a game is huge, especially going down the stretch like you said. So, I'm healthy. I'm feeling good, man. And like I said, this is what, the defense needs, and finding ways to just get us all on the field and being able to contribute equally.
Right, we didn't get a chance to talk to you during the bye week, but how was the turnout for your sneaker ball, and you think that's something that could be like an annual thing for you?
Yeah, the sneaker ball was amazing. It was a huge success for our first fundraiser event for our foundation. And credit to, the city of Philadelphia for really coming out and supporting us and showing a lot of support, through their dollars. To do the things that we want to do, it takes funding, and just extremely grateful and looking forward to the next one. This will be something that we continue to do, and I think a lot of people look forward to it in the future.
Rod, what's it been like coming back this week? You see what's going on. Washington has, I think, 11 players on the COVID list. Cleveland has 14. What has the coaching staff impressed? Obviously, you're wearing a mask, so things have kind of been tightened up a little bit. What's been their message?
Yeah, coach has really took the approach of just getting ahead of things, honestly, and prevention. That's what it's all about. We understand what's at stake for us, not only this game but down the stretch, and we need everybody. So we want to make sure we take the proper precaution and just distance ourselves a little bit, wear the mask. I think I think we're practicing great safety habits and hoping that it does calm down around the league. That was very eye-opening to see that COVID is still here and it still exists, and we got to make sure we do our part.
You ever see Slay be quiet?
No. My man talks non-stop, 24/7. That's what you're going to get from Slay. No matter what time of the day, he's consistent. I'll say that. So I love him though.
Even on the field?
That's probably one that he might talk a little bit, but he is quiet. I always get on him because I feel like, man, we playing a game. Why you so buddy with the opponent? But that's just Slay, man. He's that type of guy. You gotta love him, and it works in his favor. I feel like, man, he might butter the receivers up a little bit. That's his own strategy and tactics, but gotta love him.
So Heineke has some injuries. They just put their backup on COVID-19. How are you going about preparing for quarterbacks?
I think right now we're being prepared for just about anything. We know they have some injuries, and but we also know it's kind of how the NFL goes. And by the end of the week, guys start feeling better. So we're prepared for them to put their best on the field and play at a really high level, no doubt.
You ever hear Darius Slay be quiet?
No, and that's what you love about him, to be honest with you. So good energy all the time.
Even on the field?
Oh yeah, on the field, and he's talking the whole time. I figured out he was mic'd up because I saw him kind of talking a little bit more than usual. So I was like, there's something going on here, but no, he's in the huddle. He's talking. He's making calls, even if they're fake calls, and he's always out there giving good energy. So
Does it, like his personality that is so fun-loving, it sort of makes it hard to believe that he would take his game seriously, but what do you see behind the scenes from him?
yeah. I think he's the ultimate professional. Like you said, a guy with that type of energy, and it's infectious, it's contagious, and guys want to be around it. And he also knows who he is as a player. He knows how good he is and how important he is to our defense. So he's been a big leader for us, and even stepping up more vocally and in a leadership sense has been really good. And again, it's big play Slay for a reason.
TJ, what kind of differences around the building have you noticed this week with everything that's going on with COVID and such?
Yeah, we've been a little more precautious just with even seating in the meeting rooms and having guys more spaced out. We know that we need everybody, and if there's anything that we can do to prevent that, we're gonna try to do that. So it's been good, smart, to be honest with you.
I don't think there's many more teams that don't play action as much as Washington.
Yeah.
What have you been working on as a team to improve your play?
Yeah, I mean, I think for most of the time we've done a decent job, and it's just getting a foot or two over into the right windows. But again, we know what they do really well, and we've been repping it already from the start, and just making sure that we're again ready for that and ready for everything else they do really well. So it's definitely a big component of their game, but we know there's also a lot of other things we got to look at too. So we're definitely taking it serious.
What's your responsibility? You have to use your eyes and everything.
Yeah. I'm normally in the middle of the field, so getting good depth over the ball and, reading the quarterback's eyes, trying to get a good tell from the O-line if I can read runner pass a little, just a quick earlier, just things like that. And film study helps a lot with that too.
You've been with your toughest.
I think I've been pretty good. Again, it's never perfect. It's never, you always want to keep improving on it. But, again, film study is something that helps a lot with just trying to get little reads that you can help make plays on Sunday.
TJ, they have a couple backs who can really catch the ball out of the backfield. McKissick's been out a little bit. There's uncertainty, but how do you prepare for those guys, specifically backs who can catch the football? So,
yeah, obviously they're really talented guys, guys who can do a lot, just even, running the ball, and they're dangerous in the pass game, something that we have to be accountable for. And, again, it's going to take more than one to bring them down, so just getting to them and checkdowns is a bit quicker and making sure that all 11 are running to the ball, because it'll be a group effort for sure.
How's the Pro Bowl voting getting? You seen a lot of traction on social?
I guess I done got more than I usually get, so I guess that's a good sign.
What do you think this team needs to do better, or at least this front needs to do better to kind of finish and get sacks at this point?
I mean, we just got to keep winning our rushes. I think everybody winning their individual rushes. Just sometimes the ball getting out fast, and that's nothing we can really control. But chasing the ball down, making check down tackles.
is that kind of Jonathan's message? Because you guys have great pressure numbers, but the sacks are not necessarily there as a group. Does he stress that as long as you're doing that part of it is really important?
I mean, I think it's just more so looking at the film and seeing how we win in our individual matchups and how fast we win our individual matchups. So, I mean, we can't really control if the quarterback getting the ball out. It's just all we can control is winning, beating the offensive lineman.
If there was one teammate that you could openly campaign for to make the Pro Bowl, who would it be?
I think all my teammates. I think I just want everybody to have that, individual success. I know everybody put a lot of work in, so of course everybody want to, be rewarded with that work.
How do you manage last year you had a setback early in the season?
Man, I've been doing the same thing, I think, since I've been in the league. I pick up on more stuff each year by just learning, but I think that was just one thing, a freak thing that happened last year. So, I mean, I do anything I can do, needles, massage, tubs. I've been doing that for a long time. So, it's just something that happened in the weight room, just a little freak incident.
Hey, Javon, the top high school player in the country switched from Florida State to Jackson State today. What does that mean for HBCUs when the top recruit in the country goes there?
I mean, that's big. I didn't even know that, but that's big. That's I guess that's just showing it don't matter where you go. It just matter what you do when you get there. So I guess people are starting to see that you can go anywhere and play football, not just the big schools.
Yeah, this game is not what that was in the past. In the second half, you guys talk it out, get you
I mean, it was just a lot of gadgets, a lot of sweets, a lot of everything going on in the Jets game. I think we just settled down and started taking away some of their stuff, and we just adjusted good at halftime and came out and it showed.
Javon, how much have the coaches impressed upon the team to be a little bit more careful? You see the COVID spikes around the league. How much have they kind of addressed that?
I mean, it's big. I guess you see more. We back wearing the mask and really trying to social distance a little bit, so we won't get caught up in that stuff. So, yeah, they've been big on that, coming back from the bye week and stuff like that.
Washington has a lot of guys out.
It's still slow.
Is it just play your game and let whatever weaknesses may occur from that just happen naturally rather than thinking about what they're going to do?
Yeah, nah, you just got to play your game because, I mean, we all in the NFL, so nobody's just awful in the NFL. So you just really prepare like you playing, anybody, like you prepare every week. So I think we don't really listen to that. I don't even know who's out, but I'm just preparing like it's a normal week.
Starting center.
Huh?
Starting center's out.
Oh, yeah, I knew that, though. I know the line. Yeah, but other than the line, I don't know.